to a 8. And we'll set this for smooth hatch. No, wait. Stone hatch. And what do we do for hatches or hatchlings? I think we'll do it for hatches, fuck it. And normal hatch. Fine. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. It's not the best, but it'll have to do. We have limited space. They'll turn to meat, but will it rot? Yeah, it will. It will. Very much it'll rot. But we'll we've got storage for the meat, so it should get picked up pretty quickly. Honestly. Yeah, the only thing is, I don't know if I want to be killing the hatchlings or the hatches. Liquid water will rot half of it. No, will it? Fuck, it'll get picked up straight away. Don't worry. I mean, literally the food storage is here. I could put a sweeper arm in if it really bothers you that much, guys. I can do that. I've got shitloads of food storage. And it's only going to be occasionally. It's just so I don't have to deal with it. Let's be honest. So these both set to a 9, so all being well. I don't know if I want to do hatches or hatchlings. I don't know which is the best way to do it. What's your problem? What do you mean? I don't know if I want to do hatches or hatchlings. Because I might have a hatch that lays an egg when it's fully tame and it's 10. Do you know what I mean? What do you mean, what is my problem only half? What are you talking about? So I probably want to do it with hatchlings. And keep the hatches. And fingers crossed we have enough eggs. And we'll do the same with these. We'll kill the babbies. Is that right? God Christ, I don't know. Hopefully that's right. Yeah, that's not right, is it? That's not right at all. Don't do that. Whatever you're about to do, don't do. Do not take everybody and tie them up. I don't want you to hog tie everyone. If you just sent the eggs to another room, you wouldn't have a problem. But then how do I control how many eggs I've got left? Only half. What you just said there is, if you just had a fully automated system, you wouldn't have a problem. If you just had a much more complicated, fully automated system, you wouldn't have a problem. Yeah? Is that what you just said? I'm pretty sure that's what you just said. We have 800 steel. Let's get to it. They'll reproduce faster without the eggs. I don't care about them reproducing, that's not the point. I only want coal. I don't care how fast they reproduce. You may be looking at this all wrong. I'm building metal tiles, not bunker tiles. What the shit? Yeah, I don't really give a shit about how quickly they breed. Let's see how many of these we can get done. Nice. What you don't want is old hatches. No, I'm quite happy to have a few old hatches and then a few eggs. I don't want babbies that have to be I don't want to kill, like I just explained a second ago, there's no point killing a hatch that's like 11 cycles old, that's laid an egg, is tame, it's gone through the grooming thing. Manic, how are you? The game's hard. Are you a new player to the game? Have you recently started playing, buddy? Because I would agree with you. I would agree. If you're a new guy, definitely. Right, hold on a sec. Let's just have a nosy. Got that going up there. How's this doing? Ugh. We're getting ever closer on this side as well. Once we get this done, we're like, what, a fifth of the way there? Quarter of the way there, maybe? Quarter of the way there, nearly. Got 40 hours in, having trouble with mid-game transition. I don't really know what to say, buddy. Like, 40 hours in this game is nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. So, when you say mid-game transition, what's mid-game transition to you? How do you mean? Like, are you talking going from algae to oxygen, or what do you mean? You have to be a bit more specific, because genuinely 40 hours in this game is zip. It's not very much. Let's see, Turner. Abe. And I think that's everybody. I said 6 people who complete their jobs, but I think we'd already done quite a few of them, so get rid of that. Go away. Mid-game for me is transitioning to electrolyzers, adding plumbing, coal power generators. Right, okay. See, that's like coal generators is early game for me. Like that's I'd consider coal gens early game. But that's fair enough. Transitioning to electrolyzers, the main thing is to make sure you've got a bulk amount of algae backed up for whilst you're doing it. Researching too fast, that is definitely a point, I would say. I tell people that all the time. Only research what you need in the early game, because it takes a lot of energy, a lot of water, and a lot of dupe time for something that, you know, there's no point you researching fucking plastic tubing when you're at cycle 20. Do you know what I mean? Like, no point at all. Wait, what? Duplicants on the Prissy Bitch Maximus have started their downtime block. Save game 1. Okay. But yeah, really, that's all the real tips I can give you, really. Make sure you've got a good supply of algae to tide you over whilst you're doing it. I normally try and build up maybe like 6 tons of algae or something, and then I've got time to build, because I normally like to build quite large electrolyzer builds. Like this maybe took an hour and a half to build in game. Maybe nearly 2 hours I think this took us to build everything and get all the piping in and stuff. So you need to have a bit of algae backed up and stuff. And then yeah, it's just a case of piping, plumbing, and you know, these are things that you won't. These are things that take a while to get your head around a little bit. You don't seem to care much about room bonuses. Manic Seal, what do you mean? We've got pretty much every room bonus you can get. What do you mean I don't care about room bonuses? How do you mean? Never mind. Okay. The only room bonus that I don't really care about, there's 2 that I really don't give a shit about. One is greenhouse, the other one is power plant. The rest of them I generally try and get them in my base. Greenhouse, meh. Power plant, if you're bored. Power plant, bleh. Greenhouse, accelerated plant growth, meh. Not really. Thinking about power generators, yeah, fuck that. It's not worth it. Not worth your time. Well, it is, if you're bored as fuck. If you've got nothing better to do, then it's worth it. But it's something we might do late game if we've, you know, when we've got all the surface metal and we don't really care about refining stuff, but it's just not really that important. Rooms are too small for power plant generators. How do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, you could transition any of these into a max room size is 96. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like this will be like a, oh Jesus, 69. If you half this, yeah, you could transition it dead easy. You just need to put some ladders and some doors in. I could have an access out here, put in a tuning station here, and then just door these rooms off. But meh. Like you might not know this, but you can section off walls with pneumatic doors, like section off rooms. So not hard to do. You also need the tuning station in the room. I know that, but you can do that again only half with doors. So I'm in a 10-year-old, yeah, this neuf. So yeah, you can easily, like I could put a station here and leave 1 tile exposed so that it counted this room. I could put another station here and leave 1 tile exposed so it counted this room. Same down here. Like the pneumatic doors is what you can, you know, bodge rooms together very easily. So you don't need to have like super massive builds, like you don't need it. you can use doors and just leave one open tile to give you the connecting bonus if you like. But yeah, I do care about a lot of the room bonuses, but just not stables. You don't really need it. I mean, we're sat on 2.7 million calories at the minute just off this and wild food. Don't really need to waste any more time with like dupe labor. Do you know what I mean? We'll sweep up this egg. Let it put in here. Cool. Right, what's happening up here? This is up to 50 degrees. This won't actually dump out until it gets to like, I think I've set it to 75. It'll dump when this switch gets to above 72. So it's actually a lot more time in here yet. I really wish this wasn't cocked up. I did not factor in for random gases getting in here, which was a mistake. What I could do, what might be a wise idea, is whilst this is like already occupying all these tiles, I could try and block this off. Maybe? Something like that. The only thing I'm worried about is that these machines are starting to get quite warm. Quite warm. I think that's because the liquid that's stuck in them, in fairness. Yeah. You don't have a shower, mate. No, I don't need polluted water, so I'm not really bothered. Grimy does nothing, so it doesn't really matter. If you just sweep the eggs out, if you just sweep the eggs out, you won't have to worry about how many critters you'd have. If you have a corralling room with auto wrangler on, you don't have to worry too much about critter levels. Show me the one from your base, only half. Show me your one. I don't want to dedicate this playthrough to critters. I've told you this already. I don't want to. So me just occasionally sweeping up an egg and doing this, boop, I can live with. Do you know what I mean? I only want the coal. I don't want to do critters in this playthrough because they're a massive waste of time. But I know what you mean, and there's loads of different builds out there. I just don't want to. I think they'll ever come up with a more focused farming update. I honestly don't know, mate. I like the old one with the yields and stuff, but I don't think they'll ever go back to that. It was a bit too hard for like new players to get their head around. I like the old yield system. And just sweep the egg and not gripe about it. I didn't fucking gripe about it. You were distracting me, bitching about how I should build a different fucking room. I wasn't griping about it. I swept it and kicked it out. Jesus. Factor in. One would require the focus of someone playing to ensure they factor in a farm and stable room bonus into their build. It seems like the farming update came out most attuned to make it work a bit better. Yeah. Just eat the damn eggs. Yeah. I like the old system where you had to satisfy the plants to get a better return. I like that, but I don't think they'll bring it back, which sucks a little bit, but they changed it to the sort of fertilizer system to make it a bit easier to understand, I think. Ah, shit. How long's that been like that? I've been pumping carbon dioxide into my base. Son of a bitch. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know is the answer. I don't know how they could fix farming anymore without rolling back to what it was previously, which I don't think any developer likes doing all that much. I don't think there's any developer out there that kind of likes to acknowledge when they may have done something that didn't work. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. Let's put a little bit more decor in here. Why not? Ship and a shrimp. And we'll do that as well. It's going to look a little bit weird, but whatever. It's getting sleepy. I sense the anger of the ginger coming out. No, this is purely directed at only half, because literally all he does, he chimes up in chat just to give me grief. And honestly, I'm getting fucking tired of it. I'm getting tired of the negativity being brought to the fucking stream. I'm sick of it. It's not on. I don't come into your room and say, what the fuck have you done with this living room? It looks like shit. Why are you living in here, you prick? It doesn't happen. Well, yeah, you turn up to my stream and give me grief over nothing, something trivial, doesn't matter. Well, yeah, I am getting sleepy, you're right. I am getting sleepy. You can see this game bringing some of the rage out. Yeah, it does occasionally, Manic. It's normally bugs. It's normally bugs that are the real trigger point. But I try not to get embroiled in that. I'd say it needs to be a central point for the game, but rather a stepping stone for the build as the game progresses. I don't know, most likely just talking out my ass anyways. No, well, I mean, food is one of the main things in the game. I mean, the only things that you have to worry about in this game is oxygen, food, and stress. Like, that's it, really. And weirdly, one of the biggest reductions of stress is food. So it's a really important part of the game. It's just one that, I don't know, like, it's tricky for me because I'm barely using the systems that are in the game now. I'm using wild sleep wheat more than anything for like a backup food later. I'm not even cooking it yet, and I've got 8 tons of sleep wheat grain. I'm still using mushrooms and slime. I've got 140 tons of slime still. I think we had 170 at the start of the stream, do you know what I mean? So we've probably got enough slime to last us another 500 cycles or something, 400 cycles. So yeah. Not my fault you can't critter like a normal person. No, only half. I've done it before. I don't need to do it again. You forget, like, everything that you're suggesting or everything you've done in your base, I've done a dozen times. That's the difference. You forget this. Not only have I done it, I've done fucking videos on how to do it. So I don't need to do it a fucking 50th time, and I won't do it. Jesus. I want to go to space. I haven't done this before. That's why I'm ballsing it up so badly. I want to protect my asteroid. It's falling apart. The mushroom farm, the grow runs made my colony so much easier. Yeah, it's nice. It works. You either drown the damn critters without derping so hard, or don't. I'm not trying to drown them at the minute. I've got as many as I need. Why would I drown them now? Like, you do understand that the overcrowded thing matters not to me. Like, I don't care about that. Or the expecting thing, rather. The expecting thing doesn't matter. Then why the room? For when I do get overpopulation. For when they hatch. When they hatch, it is a problem. Because when they hatch, it's overcrowded. When they're just eggs, it's not. This is what I'm saying. I don't think you fucking understand. Like, it doesn't matter. What are Tubes doing? Oh, they were just sweeping now. Nice. That means we should be busy doing stuff up here, all being well. What are we waiting on? We are out of eggshell. We are out of eggshell. And we are out of lime. We have... fuck all eggshell. Huh. I wonder if that is anything to do with... not being able to get down here. Looks like it might be. So... I don't think anyone can reach here anymore because I nipped this ladder off. Do I want to make this an exosuit job? I could just build a ladder here, and then my exosuits can get to it. Let's just do that. That'll make more sense, I think. Just for now. We'll get some more exosuits later, but I can't be bothered right this minute. I haven't ventured into a slime biome yet. Do you need exosuits to protect your dupes? You don't necessarily need exosuits, but there's a couple of steps you can take to make it easier for yourself, Manic. Main one I always recommend, sweep up your slime immediately. Generally try and store your slime underwater if you can. If you store your slime underwater, then it can't release its gas, meaning that you don't get slime lung germs coming up all over the place. So yeah, they're the two biggest tips really. And then use lots and lots of deoxidizers. No. deodorizers. Wherever you're digging out a slime area, just slap deodorizers down, and then eventually the polluted oxygen that can breed slime lung germs gets converted to oxygen, and you'll see we've got them slapped all over the place. They only work if there's something to clean, so yeah. Don't be worried too much about like polluted water off-gassing, because unless it's full of slime lung, it doesn't really matter. But generally, you'll notice we've not got much slime anywhere that's just lying around kicking out gas, unless it's been shat out by a puffed. Oh, my liquid lock's gone. Well, that sucks. That's a real feels bad. Let's do this. Let's drop some water down. I think we may have built about as much as we can build for now, you know? Until we get some more eggshell from down here. Why? Oh, wait. That'll be why. See if we can get someone out here to do these. Off I missed, sorry. Let the shroom found, but I was scared of the stupid slime lung. Found comes together brilliantly though as the colony opens up and the initial CO2 falls right in place. Yeah. Captain Jack Sparrow. Good evening, bud. Seems like mostly a non-issue then. Oh, you have to be careful. Do be careful. I mean, I have played a lot of this game. You can still get the odd outbreak, but you need to make sure that you've got med bays in place for if you do have an outbreak. That is the other thing to consider. So there's nothing worse than having a big slime lung outbreak and not having any med bays, because you end up with dupes just literally having the worst sneezing fits you've ever seen. And yeah, it's not good. So I would recommend making sure you've got med bays down as well. Yeah, other than that, just go nice and slow, mate. Don't rush it. That's the main thing. If you rush out into slime lung with lots of just reckless abandon, it will bite you in the ass. Pretty much. Right, I don't know how I can get to this without getting this built now. I want to know how much shell is down here, but my dupes are busy doing other stuff. There we go. I need to know how much shell I can get access to. Okay. We've got a little bit up here. Got some over here as well. Let's put a few bits of ladder down. Sweep the shell and manually move dupes to get around the deep water thing, yeah. I think that's what I might have to do. Ooh. Okay, we've got our liquid lock back now. For how long, I don't know, but we've got it back. So we shouldn't be losing any more gas to space, hopefully. Oh, I don't want to try and sweep all this crap. There's so much crap down here. There we go. Now we're getting it. Very good. I've got to rush because they're running out of algae thing. Then again, I just need to get electrolyzers up. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on your starting area as well. Like, sometimes you can be unlucky and your starting area doesn't have enough algae to really tide you over. They're the playthroughs where you've got to be more aggressive getting into the slime biome. Maybe consider using, like, temperature rather than... Hold on a second. Maybe consider using temperature to kill off your slime lung, because it's something you can, you know, if you're near an ice biome, get a load of wheezeworts. And really sort of try and cool the biome down. Digging into an ice biome and exposing the walls so that it can cool down the neighbouring slime biome, for example. There's a few things you can do, but it kind of depends on your world gen, and obviously it's random. So sometimes you can just be unlucky. I think in this playthrough we had very little oxylite at the start of the game, and I normally like to savour my oxylite for as long as I can. It's free oxygen at the start of the game, so I can do other stuff. And like this playthrough we had hardly any coal, like really low amounts of coal on the map, which kind of bit me in the arse a little bit as well. But it's different. Like, I like slime biomes. This map had an awful lot of slime. Like, we had massive slime biomes. There was a big one up here. We had it all over here. This was a massive slime biome, and I like that. And then we have this massive ice biome where I've kept it all super cold so that we can keep all the plants going. And then we're just basically harvesting all these plants wild, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it depends. You sort of have to. That is what comes with playing the game a bit more, and that's why I say like 40 hours technically. Like 40 hours is nothing in this game really, because a single playthrough can take you 100 hours, 200 if you're one of these that really likes to get into the late game and, you know, do all the crazy big massive builds, and, you know, 40 hours is next to nothing. So don't be worrying if you're dying or you're struggling or anything like that. Like, you just need to play the game more basically. It's probably the best advice I can give you. Right, I'm gonna dig out some more of this crap. Tidy this out. Get rid of this stuff. Don't know whether we should start making some more plastic, and we'll put some sexy ladders around the base as well. Don't know if that would be a good thing to do. Okay, you can dig all this out. That's a lot of CO2. It is. We've done nothing with the CO2 all game, to be honest. The only thing we did was feed a bit of it to slicksters, but honestly, the slicksters have been fucking useless. They've just been useless. I should probably do a slickster farm, but again, I don't want to do critters in this playthrough. I don't need polluted water at the minute, so I'm not going to put down any carbon skimmers because don't need it. So what I will probably do in a minute, I'm going to slap some pumps down here and just get all the CO2 put in here. That's why I've done this liquid lock. So we'll do that in a minute. It's probably one of the last things we do tonight, to be honest. We have found some more eggshell. I think we've started turning it all into lime. It's probably all in the machines. I'm slightly worried that it keeps becoming accessible and not accessible to us, though. That's the only problem. There you go, it's just dropped down to 355. So I don't know why that's happening. I'm assuming it's down to whether an exosuit is available or not. Maybe. Actually, this is the first time I've seen a big colony like this running by a coal generator. We use a combination of all power, to be honest. We're using coal, natural gas, hydrogen. We're using all sorts. I like to sort of mix up the power, really. Use a bit of everything. So that is generally the plan. So we have our hydrogen power up here, and we've got 6 hydrogen gens in total. We've got 3 on each circuit. So we've got 2 separate bands of power gen. We've got this one over here, and then this one over here. Okay. On each one we've got 8 coal gens, 3 hydrogen gens, and on this one we've got some natural gas gens, although these might be getting warm now actually. I've not checked on these in a while. They're fine. So yeah, we've got a reasonable amount of power on each. Not a massive amount, but a reasonable amount, and we just use what we've got basically. We've still got 100 kilos of hydrogen in here, and we've got a little bit of coal. By the looks of it, we've got enough coal in each room for the generators to run. So yeah, bit of a mishmash. I think this grid on the left we're going to do petroleum at some point, but again, just not got around to it yet. By the looks of it, we've lost some water here, which is a bit annoying. I might replace these for mesh tiles. Ooh, that won't work. Meh. What did you do? Whatever did you do that for, Liam? Why does it look like you're stuck when you've no reason to be stuck? That is interesting. It's better that the colony is sufficient without critters, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, hatches are hatches. Hatches are always going to be handy for coal. I mean, they've been in the game since the beginning, and they've always done the same thing. They make coal. They are sort of like they're considered a machine to me, really, because that's all you use them for. I mean, you can farm them for meat as well, obviously, but yeah, they make coal. Why are you idle? Why can't you go home? Oh, did we send? Why can't you go home? Have I got too many exosuits down here or something? Oh, maybe I have. I'm not sure how that's happened, but we'll just undock you, and hopefully Liam can go home. Oh, we can't hop up there. Never mind. My mistake. My mistake. Don't know why, but I thought we'd be able to get across there, but clearly not. There really aren't any meat critters, are there? One's made for meat production only. A lot of people use Drecos. A lot of people use hatches. I really don't farm meat all that much because the soul food isn't really the best. A lot of people just use eggs. You know, farm shine bugs for omelettes and things like that. Again, it's sort of each to their own, really. I probably got a bit of a different playstyle to a lot of people, in as much as I am quite happy to exist off mushrooms and wild stuff. I do occasionally do old bristle blossoms and sleet wheat and all that stuff as well. We'll probably do that at some point in this colony, if I can be bothered expanding anymore. But it's not something I'll really rush to. Like, some people have to feed their dupes the finest food. Yeah, I'm not really arsed. They can live on gristle for all I care. I don't really care. Let's get rid of all this stuff as well. I'll just put a little ladder up here. Boop. I don't know why I'm building stuff out of Abyssite, but whatever. We've got 3 more tiles worth of steel. We're gonna need more eggs. It's just that simple. I think we've swept up everything up here, apart from a couple right at the top. Yeah, I don't even know if these are reachable, to be honest. I don't even know if we can reach these. Give me a dupe. Give me a dupe. Give me any dupe. Give me a better dupe than you. Give me a dupe that has access to go outside. Please. Have they all just woken up? Where are all the dupes? What are they all doing? Come here. Okay. I'm very confused. Oh, take it easy, Ramsey. Thank you for popping in, mate. Much love. I read that when you deconstruct something, you get the material back, but it doesn't seem like you get all the materials back. When you deconstruct something or when you dig it? Sorry, Manic. When you dig something, you only get half the material. That's everything in the game. So if you've got a tile of ice that's 1,000 kilos, when you dig it, you'll get 500 kilos of ice. When you deconstruct something, you should get all the resources back. You should do, anyway. Why can't you get across here, honestly? You can get across here, you're just being a prick. Huh. Let's try just mopping some of this water. And seeing if they can get up here and get some of this crap. Because there's more eggshell and stuff around here. What happened here? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I love how the metal goes fuck off and explodes all over the place. How's the patio doing? Yes. It's a little bit toasty warm actually. It seems to be squeezing its way through here. I don't think we can reach it yet, can we? We can reach these bottom tiles, that'll do. Okay. I need to give him a better way up here. I I think that'll be the focus in the next stream, giving them a fast tube up here or something. It's a nightmare how far they have to run. It really isn't good. We're going to need a lot of plastic, so I might as well get the plastic production going again. Although, there's not very much cooling down here anymore, so I don't think this will be able to run very well. Yeah, where's our oil at? Why are we not getting oil? It's not connected to shit, that's why. Ooh, yeah, that's for another day, I think, guys. Honestly, I am getting to be a sleepy boy. I've been a sleepy boy for a while. I just wanted to get a few more things done today. We've made a start on steel today. We are getting into space, and we'll carry on. We'll get this done next stream, definitely. We'll get across here next stream. We might have to do a bit of creative egg wrangling or something, but honestly, how much algae we sat on? We sat on nearly 20 tons of algae. I might just do a dedicated Pacu breeding, couple of chambers or something, because you can basically breed Pacu fish very, very quickly. So we might do like a fish pond, as much as I hate to say it. We'll do a fish pond, breed up a load of fish. This is kind of working. There's a slight bug in how this liquid is dropping down. So I'm not sure if I might power these doors. But yeah, we'll get to that next time. Guys, I am a sleepy boy, and that is me done for the night. But thank you to everybody that popped in tonight. Really, really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 PM BST. If you haven't already, please do follow me on Twitter or Twitch or YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel. There it is. If you want to jump by the Discord, you can do. There's the Discord. Feel free to post any Oni builds, any videos, any pictures, anything that you want to share. Just pop by and see us, basically. But yeah, much love as ever to my lovely mods. Thank you very much to all of you that popped in, and for all the follows tonight, and the bits and stuff as well. Really, really cool. I'm going to try and get that beard thing done tonight. I'll try and get the currency back off Streamlabs, and I'll get all that updated, so you'll hopefully get your ranks back. I will try and get it sorted. But yeah, much love, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow, 7 PM BST. One final thing. I may do another giveaway tomorrow at the early part of the stream. So if people can be sat here ready to go in Twitch chat at 7 PM, that'd be much appreciated. I'm trying to figure something out with Twitch. All right? It's for science, I promise. So see you all tomorrow. Much love, guys. Nighty-night. Bye-bye.